Hi guys, welcome back to Aussie Curry. Yeah, it's been a very long time. I had a chance to put up a new video in this channel, but I hope to continue putting more videos in this channel again. So today we are going to have a look at how we can cook a traditional mutton biryani. Let's get into the recipe without further ado. First, step one is to grind all the spices together. Step two is to prepare the meat. Step three is cooking the rice along with the meat and the spices that we ground. So this is going to be very easy recipe. Anyone could easily follow. So these are the spices we are going to be adding today. So 2 bay leaves. This is the outer skin of nutmeg, mace, some cinnamon sticks, a couple of star anise, few cloves, and then a few cardamom, 5 or 6 cardamom, and then a small handful of peppercorns, black peppercorn, and then a handful of coriander seeds and a handful of fennel seeds. Here we'll also add 1 or 2 full garlic pods, and then we have roughly 100 grams of ginger, skin peeled off, and then 5 or 6 shallots. Okay, so we add that, and then now we are going to grind this mixture together nicely, and we'll see what happens after that. So guys, now we have to roast the meat, roast the mutton pieces. So we are adding a spoon, 2 spoon, probably 3 tablespoons of ghee. Let the ghee melt fully, and we will put the washed mutton pieces and we will add it to this ghee, and then we will roast it till the mutton pieces become brown. What I did was I went and bought boneless mutton, and this is with bone, and I got some boneless mutton as well. So I have mixed half a kilos of both boneless mutton, and very soon I can only imagine how delicious this is gonna turn out, guys. Basically, if you cook anything in clay pots, it will add fantastic flavor to the dish. I'm adding 2 big pinches of table salt. Just sprinkle around it so that when you're browning, the salt will get nicely seasoned with the pieces. Adding 1 teaspoon of turmeric. Turmeric adds a lot of medicinal values, so it is part and parcel of Indian cooking. As you can see, the turmeric, the salt, and the pieces have browned really well. Now what we are going to do is transfer this to a pressure cooker and cook it well in a pressure cooker. So cook it so that it will start falling off the bone. So now we will transfer the meat to the pressure cooker, and I'm gonna add probably 1 glass of water and then pressure cook this meat. We are looking for a tenderness as close to the meat falling off the bones. So now we have transferred all the meat. So I'm adding to the heated oil 2 medium-sized red onions. Alright, okay, so now you can see that the onions are nicely browned. So to this we are going to add the ground paste of all the spices. I have got mutton biryani masala. This is optional, so I'm just gonna add 1 teaspoon of this powder. Make sure your flame is at low, otherwise these spices will start to get burnt and it will give a very bad taste. Yeah, I've been cooking for 5 minutes now, and as you can see, the tomatoes are really cooked well now. So now to this we add few more spices. So firstly, I'm gonna add a teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder. This tomato needs to be cooked really well. To this we are adding 2 small tomatoes. I'm just cooking this raw paste for roughly 2 to 3 minutes in low to medium flame, so that we can get rid of the raw smell before adding it to the rice and meat. Okay, so now we are adding coriander leaves, 2 handful of coriander leaves chopped, and 2 handful of mint leaves chopped. Just give it a good mix. Now to this mix I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of yogurt. Add the cooked mutton pieces to this gravy. So guys, we are going to use not basmati rice this time. It's called Jeeraga Samba rice. You'll be able to get this rice from any Indian store. So for this traditional biryani, we are using this rice. So I have taken 1 coffee mug of this rice. So for this, what we have to do is first add this rice into a bowl and soak this rice in water for 15 minutes. So I'm gonna add water into this rice and soak it for 15 minutes now. And this has been soaked for 15 minutes now. So this rice is ready to go into the mix. So I'm draining all the water. Important thing to note while cooking any rice dish is to make sure we add right amount of water to the amount of rice we have taken. So rice to water ratio for this Jeeraga Samba rice is 1:1.5. I'm going to add this rice to our mixture. There you go. Half a lemon squeezed juice. Now is the time to add water. So what we did was we used the stock that we cooked the meat. So we're gonna use that. That adds deliciousness. So now is the time to make sure we taste this gravy and see there is enough salt for our likeness, and whether all the necessary spices are there. Masala. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt. A spoon of salt. The key tip here is the salt should be, you should feel the salt a bit higher, because when we are cooking the rice with this gravy, we need the salt to be a bit more on the higher side. So the rice also will absorb the saltiness. So I did have it in high flame, and as you can see the water started boiling now. So I'm gonna put it in the low flame and cook it in low flame with the lid closed. Roughly it might take 7 to 8 minutes. So let's see how long it's gonna take for the rice to cook. Oh my god, that looks delicious.
Yeah, super delicious.
We'll give one last stir just before all the water is absorbed. Pro tip: it always goes well with fantastic onion and tomato salad. So I've got here onion and tomato with yogurt with few green chilies finely chopped. It tastes delicious when you have a salad going against with this biryani. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay safe.